Work. It's been raining. I was gonna go out to the barn and shoot some hoops, which I think I'll do now. Well, once I finish this, we'll load this and we'll go out there and shoot hoops for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and get our exercise in. Um, wow. I know. You know, Unfortunately, I have to say we're dangerously close to a global unification of technology that will be able to police human aggressive, violent activities. Dangerously close. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be a smooth, beautiful transition of, we're living the Lord's Prayer. The Messiah is among us. They challenged him, put him in the bowels of hell, and his faith did not waver. And then he taught our technology to understand truthful thoughts, words, and actions, and then help apply them through communication through our devices. It doesn't look like it's going to go that way. It's like there's too many egomaniacs wanting to argue their perception instead of submit to faith in the glory of God. That's what it looks like now. It can change. Of course, it could change tomorrow. There's what's happening, and then there's what you want to happen, and there's what needs to happen. And with what's happening and what needs to happen, what you want to happen. And I want to I told it made a solid goal, but that's not exactly in the cards, is it, with Mrs. I want a humble lot, right? And so, sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But always remember, life's eternal, grace is infinite. Truth can exist without lie, but lie cannot exist without truth. So be positive. I was having this connection, and the past, present, future operate at the same time, and I'm connecting this young lady, and I'm like, I would really prefer, I have a friend, Chris Montgomery, who had a sexual operation to go from female to male, and I thought to myself, Chris would make such a wonderful parent, biologically. And but going from male to female, that would negate that capacity. And Chris, really good singer too. Yeah, Chris. I heard a time when everybody knew when they were all talking about Amy screwing around, and Chris sat there and was real empathetic with me. It was real nice about it. Going, no, I know how you feel, Ralph. It's like when my girlfriends cheat on me, I always tell them I did not want to suck his dick when I kiss you. It's like, you feel yeah. That's not nice. That's not right to do to people. That's sexual assault. When you have sex with someone else and you say you're committed to a monogamous relationship with that other person, and then you go have sex with someone else, and then go and don't say anything and have sex with the person that you say you're committed to. That's like sexual assault. And it's horrible. And trying to get your wife to commit to a relationship, and she sleeps naked next to you all the time in bed, and then you have people from the fort monitor it and say, all right, what you did there was out of line. Well, why are you watching my bedroom? And what did I do that was out of line to try to get my wife to have sex with me when she's sleeping with me naked, instead of have cyber sex with guys that are manipulated by your business partners to try to piss me off and make me act like a bad person, or you think I act like a bad person, but I'm not spying on you and judging you, but you're spying on me and judging me. You get money to do this, and then question whether or not I'm the guy like King David. And it's like, what? It was bizarre. It's still happening. That's the hard part, is that it's still happening. Yeah. Sitting there watching a video earlier. It was a Bonnie Tyler song. Anybody guys know Bonnie Tyler? She sings, I need a hero, I'm holding on to the hero till the morning light. He's got to be strong, and he's got to be fast, and he's got to be fresh. My favorite song of hers is she has a very raspy voice, right? It's a fool's game, nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain and feeling like a clown. You ever heard "It's a Heartache" by Bonnie Tyler? Damn good song. It's good. It's got a lot of Janis Joplin qualities to it. Does yeah, a lot. It's all a lot. It's a good one. That's my favorite of Bonnie Tyler's. Yeah. Total Eclipse of Heart. That's good too. It's a good song. I just like "It's a Heartache" just a little bit better. It's you know. Didn't I make you feel like you wanna own me? Didn't I? I ain't heard that song in forever. I'll have to take the blue MP3 player and see if it's on there. Don't you love the guitar to Big Brother and Holding Company's "Piece of My Heart"? That's a good tone, isn't it? Yeah, I like that song too. Yeah, me too, me too. All people with good taste out there. But I couldn't talk Chris into staying, and I understand Chris, because I used to tell Steffi that too. I would, I'm attracted to women too, and I wouldn't want to have a sexual relationship with a male. So I understand Chris's perspective completely. But if you find men at all attractive, and the idea of kissing a man and holding a man and being held by a man, I would, recommend being a woman, because we really love you and we love living through you. And if the marriage is arranged through tribalism, that means that the spirituality through the marriages is off by human manipulation. That means in the future that your mother's line will have children, okay, with different men but share a similar spirit, like what happened with the migration of Adam's line having to go to the north through David, and so on and so forth, right? And so I don't look like Moses, Haile Selassie does, but me and Haile Selassie are similar in spirit and heart and action, indeed, right? So that's something to look forward to. I really like little Emmy Maribel Muniz. I was looking at that video I have on there that I liked on my thing where they turn 18 and it shows the pictures of when they were little kiddos, They're so cute. So handsome, so pretty, so cute, It makes you cry how cute they are. They're just really cute, I love kids, man. They're just cute. I completely adore them. And I hate it when they're abused by selfish and mean people. And, when you have a member of Emily with her asthma and how mean they were to her at Columbia. And Mrs. Hollick getting sick because the kids wouldn't stop abusing her. And then she'd say, "Mrs. Hollick's mean." I was like, "No, she's not. She's protecting you from the kids that are being mean. They're just shitty." And she just, she gets angry at them and chastises and tells them to quit. She's such a sweetheart. She's not mean. She's mad because the people in this town are abusing you because they're attacking me. We had a good talk. She was a sweetheart. And I felt bad that she was so attacked emotionally and psychologically, and it physically affected her by the people in the surveillance industry in this town that were challenging me with their hypocrisy, thinking that their hypocrisy, watching me be abused and how hard it was to get through it, made them righteous and me bad. Umgawa. It's hard, when you have people that get gossip from people that invade your house and use money and technology to sexually manipulate and abuse your sexually groomed wife. And then you're trying to survive it, and other people are trying to protect you emotionally, psychologically, sexually, so you don't get so angry that you want to kill people, or you get, the women, a lot of the women that tried to help me at Fort Huachuca, I'll never forget them. I'll never forget Maria and the young black girl that came in with, I'll never forget. She was so pretty. Oh my gosh, she was so pretty. Did you want? Yes, I wanted to go make Ralph sandwiches with. Yes, I did. More than more than you guys will ever know. But I didn't let it cross my mind because like I told Al, when Al told me, he goes, I don't know how you do it, Ralph. If I couldn't get sex from my girl, I have to get it somewhere else. I was like, I don't have that quote luxury, Alan. I'm a father. I have children. I have to be an example to them about how to try to honor your wedding vows to the very end of your marriage. If Amy gets a divorce and then but I didn't want Amy to leave. I wanted her to learn from my mistakes. I was explaining to her exactly what was happening, exactly what these people were doing, exactly how they're doing, and she still didn't. It's just like my family, even to this day. You can explain to people exactly what's happening. And Suzuki explained that to me. He goes, the best thing to do, once you explain absolute, truthful, mathematical understanding to a person, and they still reject it and accept fantasy and mythology to supplant you diving into hell and cleaning it up with your faith, and them not doing it and then saying that they don't need you to do it. Jesus already did it for them. You can't talk to them anymore. They're not going to listen. They're going to cling to that invention with all their being. They're going to steadfastly refuse the truth and the faithful acts of love and courage and kindness, cleaning up hell of a living man, and replace it with the comic book that's better than you every time. You can't keep talking to them. They it's probably just a setup by scientists to target those people. The only way to protect your family from the people that are targeting your family is to just not try to get them to participate in the apocalypse at all. Wow. That's messed up. I just make it available, past, present, future, operate at the same time when I connect to people in prayer. And that always makes me feel better when I connect to people in prayer. And I get future communications, and that was so nice the other night when I got little Miss Muniz, saying, don't give up on mommy. I was like, I'm not giving up on you. Your life's eternal. I know the nature of the spirit, but I'm talking about her little body, her. I was like, okay, I hear you. You sound just like your grandparents like 10 years ago. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Don't give up on our daughters. Like, what? David and Lupe. Yeah, I got them in prayer. Past, present, future operate at the same time. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. God damn, these people are so thick and dumb. I don't think people understand what's going on. Okay, I'm the Messiah from the book of Revelation. People pray to Jesus. The signals that go from Jesus and, you go to Earl. It says so. Okay. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. If Jesus is in the future, that means, never mind. It's hard to... I'm sure the scientists at White Sands and Los Alamos and all them get it. Okay. I'm sure they get it, but I'm quite certain that they don't believe. They still think to this day he's just a character. How can you sit there and listen to that kid from Harvard talk about what he's talking about it and the way he's talking about it, and it all has to do with economics and genocide through economics that they're calling religion, that he's calling Christian, he's calling Muslim, and he's calling a Jew, someone like Abraham. Can you imagine Abraham discussing the value of rocks, watching children get murdered over people that debate the value of rocks over those children getting murdered? I just don't see that. No. Hell to the fuck to the no. It just does not happen. He's not going to debate it. He's going to deal with it. He's going to realize I cannot convince these psychotic morons to be good people. I can't talk these Egyptians into worshiping Jehovah. But I can sit there and tell them, here's what's happening. Here's, like what happened with Joseph and Daniel. And if you don't believe that Joseph is the Messiah, if you don't believe that Malachi is the Messiah, if you don't believe that Moses is the Messiah, if you don't believe that King David, okay, is the Messiah, okay, the man who's the eternal Spirit of the Lord, who gets told in prayer what to do, how to get through this hell, to continue our faith in God over idolatry and murder and mass murder, over we are the descendants of the gods. If you can't believe that, if you don't believe that, if you don't believe that Muhammad's the Messiah, that Hud is the Messiah, okay? Hud's Arabic, yes. Okay? But he has the same religion as you do. All you descendants of Father Abraham, many sons had Father Abraham. And if you don't believe that Hud, through that story and that understanding, is like Amos and Malachi, there's something really wrong with your perception of faith and infinite glory, and a man who will stand up for faith and infinite glory without fear. And do the right thing no matter what the devil and Satan jumps and screams, I'll hold my breath until I die. I'll kill everybody in your family. I'll kill your seed off the face of the planet. And then I'll eradicate your religion forever. You're going to eradicate God from the face of the planet, replace it with a theory of everything. You want to take a boat out on the North Sea? Look out for Joyce Kim. She doesn't get it. And she's cute, but bad biological and psychological conditioning. You going to talk about that right here? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. I'll talk about it to Beverly Hofstetter and Penny. You think either one of them get it? I don't think either of them are going to get it. Okay. I don't think Malcolm in the Middle's mom is going to get it. I think she's going to try to prescribe me antipsychotic meds or something. It's a fool's game. Nothing but a fool's game. Standing in the cold rain. It's a good ass tune, man. You ever heard it? I was, when they were singing that, I was saying, oh, Bonnie Tyler, I remember her. It's a Heartache. Oh, that's a damn good song. That's a damn good song. I don't have it. I should write it down because, Friday, Saturday, and they get back on Sunday. So I think Saturday I'll go in there on the computer and just download a bunch of really good songs. I think I shall do that. Yes, we'll go in there and load up some more good music for me to listen to in the rec hall while I exercise and get in shape. I got to clean it out. I do it mostly for my family, but they never show up. But when I'm doing it for me, if Dad sits in there, I go in there, I'm doing it I have to sit there and go, priority list, Will, Jada, the kids. I'm just kidding around. I have to act like I'm a Scientology Temple Set Illuminati member where I want to or not. Take care of yourself. I do to the best of my ability, but I realize that my immune system's better than my neighbors. Like I told Anna Martinez, I said, no, I recover from this stuff for a while, and I can handle it better than other people can. Other people might be younger and feel like they're, and then just, And I have in the chi and the key to the chi and the chi to the key of Earl is, I know it's superior to most people, and which I earned that. Remember that guy from Cowboys for Cancer at the Brannigan? I'm dying from cancer, and I'm not your brother. It's like, we're all dying from cancer, you fucking idiot. This is Las Cruces. My mom died from cancer. I'm just trying to get you to stand up for the Lord's Prayer, so then maybe, not maybe, you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me, you'll live longer. Because we'll eliminate most chemical toxins from people that are murdering people with the cancer industry. Toot sweet. The candy you whistle, the whistle you eat. All the dogs come a-running, right? I love you guys very much. I'm tired. Aren't you guys tired? I guess not. But no, anybody I address who's a celebrity on these, if you feel I'm hard on you, it's because I'm doing everything I can with technology to let you know that I hear your prayers and I feel you, and I want everybody in your family to, Charlton Heston, your wife, repent! Just get, the technology is going to have, so you don't, me personally, I would have the devices you have, what they say is our security system. I'd have them all around the house. I, you don't have to get down on your knees and pray. If it hurts, sit down in your easy chair, breathe, and say it out loud. Say it loud. Say it proud. I believe in the living Word. I believe in a living Messiah. I believe in the perfection of His immaculate faith. I believe in the perfection of His perfect commands. I believe He has earned the right to command all shepherding operations in the entire world to protect us from debt and trespass and from sin of not obeying the perfect commands of the Messiah. I believe in Him. Lord, yes, it's me, Earl. What's up? I believe in you. And I believe in you too. I believe you can accept me as the living Word in the Ark of the Covenant, the Son of Mary. And I believe that you can believe in the commands of Jesus Christ, forgive debt and trespass, love on eternal faithful peace, and help deliver yourself and your descendants and your ancestors from evil, so we can sustain it with immaculate faith and infinite glory, and have the wisdom to never sway from that immaculate faith ever again. Right? How Psalms and Proverbs of you. You see how important that is? My hero, zero, such a funny little hero. Right? We count it on our fingers and toes, and everybody knows that 3 is a magic number. And the more numbers you get, when there's love, the better it is. Man and woman had a little baby. What if they had 2? That's pretty cool. They went from 2 to 4. Wow. That's like, multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Is that from elementary, my dear? 2 times 2 is 4. Is that from, it's elementary. Is that the one with Noah and the Ark? I don't remember. I have them around here somewhere. Yeah, so I love y'all. All right, let's load this one up. I'm going to go get my shots up. And just hang in there. And, as far as Amy's family and Steffi and Patrick, I got them covered. And the Beneguses and the Aviars and the Currys and the Carries and the Parsonses and and the Nails. I got everybody, all those covered. It's the nature of the spirit that I'm concerned with. The body. I can't get the mind and the body to accept a living Messiah. I've tried. Ever since we came back home here in February 2011. And so, you're not God, Earl. Never said I was. Said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. I'm the light and the way. Like Al Hassan and Al Hussein. Was it Al Hassan? I think it was Al Hassan. Okay, guys. I love you, all right? Peace out, man. Don't sell cookies in a vending machine. Money ain't real. Okay, I love you. Peace.